Hi Joe, I'm Brad, student physical therapist. So I know you just worked with Jake a little bit, doing some range of motion, manual muscle testing. So now what we're going to do this afternoon is we're just going to kind of do a little bit of mobilization, kind of see how that joint is moving around. If you have any decreased or increased motion in the joint, see if there's any pain or adhesion, which is just, see if that scar tissue is kind of getting in the way. So I'm just going to do a few mobilizations to kind of, assess the motion going on there. So if I could just have you put your arm up in this position here, I'm just going to go ahead and rest. You can go ahead and rest that on my shoulder. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be like a little bit of a scoop, kind of right here by the elbow. And I'm really just going to try to pull the bones away from each other, kind of see if we can release some of that tension. I know you've been talking about a little bit of tingling. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoop kind of in a motion like this. And is there any pain with that? Okay. And did you have any pain before this, just at rest, today at all?
Not today.
Not today? Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to do, it's called a medial and lateral glide. So I'm just going to take this bone, that elbow bone right there, and I'm just going to push it in this direction towards me. And let me know if you have any pain with this. Does that feel okay?
Yep.
Okay. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and switch and do the exact opposite. Let me know if you feel any pain with that. Any pain with that?
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, your motion was pretty good in the joint there. We're going to continue. So now, I'm just going to have you kind of have your arm straightened out like this. Do we have a towel? Go ahead and just put this kind of on there, right there. Perfect. And so what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to do a little bit of a distraction here, kind of on the radius bone, which is the outside here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of pull it towards me, see if we can really increase the joint space there, see if we can pull those bones apart. And do you feel okay? Do you have any pain or symptoms? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it towards me. And how's that feel?
Feels okay.
Good? Good. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and push kind of through your tissue here, kind of trying to get a little bit of force on the bone here and push it into the table, okay? And let me know if you feel any pain or symptoms with this one. How's that feel?
Feels okay.
Okay. Good. So let me go ahead and switch sides here. This one's similar. It's going to be just like I was pushing into the table, but instead now I'm going to be pushing kind of up and out in this direction, okay? And I want you to go ahead and let me know if you feel any pain with this. And you're still feeling okay?
Yep.
How does that feel?
Feels
Okay?
good. Yeah.
Okay. And so we have one more. I can actually just do this right here. But what I'm going to do is kind of go ahead and grab this bone here and push it in this direction. Okay? And how's that feel? Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Good. So far, so good. And this will be the last one, but it's going to be the same thing. I'm just going to grab the bone here and kind of push in this direction, okay? Let me know if you have any pain or symptoms with that. How's that feel?
It's good.
Okay? Good. So your joint mobilizations went well. I noticed, you didn't have any pain or symptoms while we were moving around. You had some pretty good movement in all those joints, so I don't think that's really leading or causing those symptoms that you've been having, that tingling, or anything like that. So now we're just going to do a few special tests here to kind of see if we can narrow in on what's going on. The first one, I'll have you pop up here for me. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have you have your arm out here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of pressure kind of right where you're at, right on the inside of the elbow there where you've been having those symptoms. And I'm going to kind of bring your head or your hand in towards your head while I'm adding a force kind of through the elbow in this direction. So it's kind of be stressing that joint. And then I'm going to quickly kind of extend you here out to see if we can reproduce that pain, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. And at any point, if it hurts too bad or anything, if you feel like we need to stop, you just go ahead and let me know, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
No pain with that?
Just a little bit.
A little bit of pain? How'd that feel?
There's some
A little
significant
bit there?
pain there. Yeah.
Right there? Okay. We're going to do it one more time. Pain?
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I noticed right kind of when I started adding that pressure through the joint there that you said you had pain, and I know you had the surgery right in that region, so I think that's definitely an issue, definitely what's kind of contributing to that pain there. So I'm gonna do a couple more tests real quick to kind of see, you know, kind of really get to the bottom of that tingling, especially because you said you've been tingling down your arm. So this one is going to be, it's a compression test, so I'm going to have a little bit of pressure kind of where you have a nerve that kind of runs right through here, the ulnar nerve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you flexed here, and I'm going to be applying pressure to that area, and while you're flexed, I'm going to hold for about 60 seconds, so right around a minute, and we're going to see if you have any tingling, if you lose sensation or any feeling in your hand. We'll stop the test. So it'll just be apply pressure for about 60 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And can you start that timer? Thank you. How's that feel?
Feels right.
All right? No pain with that?
No pain.
So let me know if you tingle at any point. If you have any pain. Any big plans this weekend?
I have a wedding to go to.
Wedding season, that's fun.
Yeah.
And how are you feeling now? Still okay?
I'm starting to get a little bit of tingling
A
in
little
my
bit of tingling?
little finger.
In your little finger right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if it gets worse.
It's getting a little worse, but it's not.
It's not too
crazy.
bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we need to stop, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
You okay? Still okay?
Yeah, it's starting to kind of numb now.
No? Just
It's
in
been
that
a
little
minute.
finger? In a minute? Okay. Was it just in the little finger
Uh,
or
Little finger and ring finger.
in ring finger? Okay. Yeah, so I was adding compression there, and like you said, you had that tingling. So I think you had the relocation surgery of the ulnar nerve, so I think that's moved around, and when you do add compression to that, you know, that can definitely contribute to some of the pain because you're still recovering from it and some of the tingling sensation that you've been getting in your hand. So we have one more test to do. It's called the golfer's elbow. So it's gonna really just test that medial elbow here again. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of pressure here and kind of extending your arm out away from your body, and then I'm gonna go ahead and extend your wrist at the same